Empower Yogis. Thank you so much for pressing play and joining me. Today we will be doing some moon salutations. So there are many opportunities where a moon salutation may be a perfect vinyasa, perfect yoga sequence for you. And similar to the counterpart of the moon salutation, the more commonly known sun salutation, the moon salutation harnesses the cooling and calming meditative energy from the moon, whereas, as you know, the sun salutation may take on a lot more of that energizing, heating energy. So a perfect yoga sequence to practice, of course, at night when the moon comes out. And also, one really cool thing about the moon salutation is if you struggle with chaturangas, like who doesn't? So if you're struggling with holding your body weight on your arms, or if upper body strength is difficult for you, or having wrist or shoulder issues, moon salutations put a lot of the focus on the lower body. So I will walk you through 2 moon salutations today. My first one, I will do my best to share the posture adjustments and the alignment of these poses. And my second one that I'll walk you through will be really focusing on synchronizing the movements with your breath. So we'll start at the end of your yoga mat. So you can go ahead and mirror me. We're gonna meet up in your mountain pose. So we'll take a deep inhale, and we're gonna go into a standing crescent pose. So we're gonna tilt and get an awesome stretch toward the length of your mat. And then as you exhale, you'll step out to the length of your mat, and we'll move into a goddess pose. And from here, we're going to transition to Trikonasana. So you'll lengthen the back leg, you'll pivot the toes in, and straighten the front leg so that the toes point parallel to the mat. Then your arms can extend, your bottom arm, bottom hand just dangles in front of your ankle. And then you'll move into your pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. So that might require you to tilt that back foot to point your big toe up toward the front of the mat. You'll get this amazing pose. And then you'll bow into your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. Let the top of that back foot touch down on the mat. And you'll take an inhale as you sweep the arms up high. And then you'll exhale, crawl back up onto the toes of your back foot. And we're gonna move into Skanasana. So this is a squat with your opposite leg long. So here's the fun part. We're gonna rewind and do this exact same thing on the other side. I like to have my hands on the floor or the mat for balance as you transition to Skanasana on the other side. And then again, hands, or even if you have blocks handy, to place on either side of that front leg. And again, here for Anjaneyasana, the top of the foot rests down. Take a deep inhale and bow, arching, opening into this pose. Your hands can support you, again, using blocks if you like. And you'll step that back leg forward and you'll move into your Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. If your pyramid feels more lifted and elevated, you can certainly make that modification. We'll then move into Trikonasana. So I pivoted, quickly pivoting that back leg, and arms extend, that top hip peels back, and we're gonna move into your goddess pose. So bring it right back into goddess. So we started on that side, we're gonna go to this side. We're gonna engage the core to climb back up into your mountain pose and a crescent tilt to the opposite side. Inhale here, back into your goddess pose. Moving into your Trikonasana. All these poses should feel so familiar to you now. Just cascading that top arm down, moving into your pyramid pose, and then making your way into your Anjaneyasana low lunge. Sweeping the arms up on a nice inhale. So here's your transition to Skanasana. I crawled up on the toe and pivoted. And we're going to go to the opposite side now. Bring it into Skanasana, opposite side. Transitioning into your Anjaneyasana. Top of that back leg lays down. Inhale. Exhale into pyramid. Moving into Trikonasana. Again, that top hip peeling back. Feel it in your core, and then transition into your goddess pose. Going back to where we started, use your core and inner thighs to bring it up. Sweep it up, rinse it out. Bring your palms back to your heart center. So let's do this exact same moon salutation sequence. This time I'll explain less of the posture adjustments, and I'll really help you synchronize this to your breath. So I'm going to do this with you at a regular pace. One thing you should know is that moon salutations can be done at a very slow pace. So let this be a very meditative practice for you. If you'd like to take it a little slower, you can pause the video or you can take it at your own pace after the video completes. So meet me at the far end of your yoga mat again. I have my toes, my big toes touching, just a space between my heels. Take a deep breath. Let's inhale, mountain pose. A crescent stretch, just tilting toward the length of your mat. Exhale into goddess pose. Inhale, Trikonasana, gaze up at that hand. Exhale, Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Dropping that left knee. On your inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Using your core, pivoting on that back leg, coming into Skanasana. Great strength, core strength and control. Move to the opposite side, Skanasana. Hands on either side of that front leg. Dropping down to the knee and the top of that back foot. Another inhale here into your crescent lunge. Exhale into your pyramid pose. Hopping that foot up just for a comfortable stretch. Then pivot that right foot out. Right arm high. Trikonasana. Use your core to transition into your goddess pose. Moving to the opposite side of the mat. Mountain pose, and let's bow to the opposite side, to the length of your mat. Deep inhale here, rise back up, and exhale into goddess pose. Inhale, Trikonasana. Exhale, pyramid pose. Dropping that back right knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Here's that cool transition, get ready for it. Here we are in Skanasana. We'll transition to the opposite side. Bring your palms back to heart center. Position your hands to help you prop yourself up into your Anjaneyasana pose. Back foot, relaxing on the mat. Deep inhale here. Exhale into your pyramid. Inhale, Trikonasana. Using your core, bring it back to your goddess pose. And exhale. Inner thighs squeeze, core engages as you bring it back to your mountain pose. Deep inhale, palms touch above you. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart. And thank you so much for joining me for a moon salutation practice. I hope this helps you relax and enjoy the beauty of the moon and all of the cooling and meditative energy the moon has to offer. Namaste.